Who talks about Armada 2.0, I swear to God I will come for you.
Saying that they are surprise mechanics, and people love surprises.
To get a Bane Blade, the plastic Bane Blade, to sell in the store at ROE Games, 19 Park Lane, Havelock. Come by, see us.
AOSKey here, and this is By the Numbers.
This week we're going to be going over character creation for Wrath and Glory.
My name is Keith, or you can call me ArmorBoy21. It's my gaming deck. Today we're going to go over D&D.
Oh, hello there.
Your armor, sir?
Boom!
You take 7 points of damage.
Alright guys, we're rocking out really hard tonight. So what we got going on is Crease.
There will be swearing and or shenanigans of the adult nature.
God damn it!
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Gamer Interrupted. My name is AJ East Coast, and sorry about last week. We had some unforeseen travel problems, but it was a good break, a much needed break. I didn't even have internet where I was at, really. But we're back here tonight, and I have with me my special guest. His name is Mr. AustyChamp, Mr. Austin Champion. How you doing, man?
What's up, buddy, man? I'm doing great, bro. It's a great Thursday, man.
So, AustyChamp, Mr. Austin here is and by the way, it's the Night of Austins. Both of our names, Austins. That's,
dude, right? Austy X Austin, bro. We're out here.
That's right, bro. AustyChamp's a Twitch streamer. He's been killing it right now on the market. Been making a lot of content, pushing out. You and your wife, right? Is that right? You guys are pushing out content like what, 3, 4, 5 times a week?
Yeah, man. It's been quite a grind. I try to tell myself, man, I like to grind 10 hours behind the scenes for every 1 hour on camera that I do. So, man, I wouldn't say that the growth has been much anything. I mean, the community that I have, I love so much. It's so cool to see us growing, man. But, yo, it's still more to come, bro. We're just chilling, man. Yeah, but me and my wife, we're doing it together. She does a lot of my visual stuff. And, you know, I just am like, I'm just listening to whatever she says, bro. You know, all women are smarter than us, so.
That's right. I gotta have a female come work for my channel eventually. We'll see.
It's
you know.
it's the only way to grow, 100%.
Also, I noticed we both have the same chair. Shout out to
him. I hope you got yours on sale. Mine was on sale, bro.
Yeah, bro. I got the big sale on this one. I got it like half off. Yeah, dude.
That's dope.
Yeah, so give a little background on how you and I know each other for the fans here. What has it been? 10 years?
Bro,
maybe?
So what?
10 years?
Yeah, so I'd probably say 9 because we were both in choir in high school, obviously. Like that's where the story will eventually lead to. We ended up meeting each other in the actual honor choir, like where people selected people from every school that auditioned to be in this higher choir would all go, you know, we learned some extra cool stuff. But to be honest, like, were some of the best choral experiences I ever had, yo.
Dude, it was a lot of fun because I don't know about you, but my little school was so sheltered off from all the rest of the schools, especially because we didn't have sports. And
yeah, dude, I can imagine.
Dude, I never met anyone else like my age that went to other schools. And so we joined honor choir. I had been in it a couple years before, but I remember this was like the big one. Like everyone was doing it. And then I think whoever was in honor choir, I know for a fact they were taking all the males. And I don't know, did you go to All-State? They were pushing all the males to go to All-State.
Dude, I did every single level of it, bro.
But
I was about it.
I remember. So you were sitting in front of me, and I'm one of the honor choir directors. She says something. She yells out, and she says Austin, and we both say yes.
Right, we both turned around and we're like, yeah.
And you, I remember because then she was like, well, the Austin that's a baritone. We're like, that's both of us. Like,
yeah, because I did not look like a baritone, to be honest. A lot of people to this day still say I don't look like a baritone, but you know, unfortunately, my tenor hair is not long enough. I can't sing all that high stuff.
I was like, yeah, this kid's cool. We got the same name. Plus, you got champion. You have unlimited amount of usernames with that, dude.
Got so blessed, dude. It's honestly been more stressful to try to be able to rise up to it, knowing that, like people, your name does have a lot of weight on you, especially when it's that much of a name, like
Born
my whole life
champion,
was always
dude.
champion, Austin champion. So it's like, yo, gotta at least be a champion to my people that are around me, bro.
Yeah, man. So with your Twitch stuff, so tell us about that. So did you do much music stuff after high school at all?
Dude, I kind of got a little crazy on the whole singing and performing thing. So after high school, I got a voice scholarship at UNLV to sing opera.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I was studying voice there for about a year, and then my girl Selena, back then she wasn't my wife then. She got pregnant, so it was like we were always looking forward to being young parents.
Congratulations.
So it was like
Yeah.
we weren't worried about it at all. So it was like, but I had to take a year off to work, and I was just working 2 jobs. I was working at the Venetian singing as a gondolier,
Yeah.
and then I was working at Starbucks just slinging coffee, bro. So
Hey, that's awesome, man. Singing. So you were doing. So for most people don't know that in Las Vegas there's a kind of like an indoor Italian canal, right? Is that how you explain it? And you ride in,
exactly.
and you were the guy that was singing all the songs, right?
Yeah, I would sing,
Yeah.
all those Italian classics and stuff.
Yeah, man.
But it was cool.
So you're doing that for a little bit, and then did you go to a different career, or did you just kind of slide in now to Twitch and all that? Or
No, so then from there, I kind of like I got to know some singers. A lot of the actual like vocalists around Las Vegas worked that job as like just a side gig to just
Really?
make cat money off of tips. Yeah, it's like a lot of the vocalists are there, and one of my friends, who's now like a really close friend of mine, his name's Cardinal Johnson. He had me come and audition for like a community theater production of Memphis. I don't know if you know that musical, Memphis the Musical.
yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Oh, you have,
I've
dude?
seen it
Bro,
in Vegas. Yeah.
I love that. It's one of my favorite shows. I got to be one of the, like one of the Beale Street boys, just like dancing. I got to do, the one where they got all the suits on. And
Yeah,
they're doing
yeah.
all I got to do all those, fun things. And from there, it kind of transitioned into me getting in the Heights in that same kind of venue that we were at out at Spring Mountain Ranch. And from In the Heights, I was just kind of having a lot of buzz on me for like being a good lyricist. I was really good at the Lin-Manuel style,
Yeah.
really good at, like doing that flavor. And Sesame Street Live that was being taken from the other company that was doing it and being done for the first time by Failed Entertainment. They were coming through Vegas looking for Lin-Manuel style people right as I was doing In the Heights. So it was like, all right, so I guess I'll just go audition for this. And
That's
then I was
awesome,
like,
dude.
I was trying to back out of it, dude. I was trying so hard to back out of it. And my wife was like, I will literally force you to go. I'll print out your I'll make you a resume. I'll print out your headshot. Just go, because you're going to get it. I went and I ended up getting it, which was kind of crazy. And then from there, my son was 9 months old, bro. And I had to go away for 10 months to go and do my first contract where we
Wow.
built the entire show from the ground up out there at in Palmetto, Florida. It was crazy. It's actually where they're doing the WNBA right now in the NBA. Like
Oh,
they're both all
really?
being played
Okay,
at
yeah,
where
yeah,
we
yeah.
built those shows. So it's kind of crazy to like see whenever I'm watching the news, I see like the walls of PTSD. So, but it was cool. It was an awesome journey, man. I've gotten to meet a lot of Sesame Street people, and I've gotten to be on. From that, I got to be on Good Morning America. I've been on over
Really?
100 local television shows doing interviews and dances, and I've been on America's Got Talent doing some stuff that I do on the Strip. The video's got like over 7 million views now, which is kind of
What?
crazy to think about. But yeah,
Dude.
man. So then, as kind of COVID, I was on a contract for Sesame Street for
Okay.
3 years. And right as March is coming through, we're seeing that everything's starting to shut down.
Right. Yeah.
Then we see Broadway shut down, and it was
Yeah.
like, okay, well, I should
Now
expect
we're
my flight
fucked,
home.
right?
So, yeah, we ended up like that next day. It was like company meeting, ring, 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 ring. Okay, yeah, we have we're all going home. So
All of us, yeah.
then from there, I really took a second to think like, yo, how have I actually felt the past 3 years? Like, what's my real direction of like what I want to do? Like, am I just gonna be some gypsy guy that doesn't even know it? Like, I can't bring my son to
Gypsy
school,
guy.
basically. Like I'm saying, like, I didn't want to be gone. So I had to rethink, like, how do I want to entertain? What do I want my platform to be? What do I want to do with that moment? And bro, it just turned out like I just didn't need to. I've been watching streams like since I was 12 years old, bro. And
It's just in the back of your
watching-
head. Yeah.
watching games and watching, just being a part of the Twitch chat. I was part of so many walls of spam, so many copy pasta movements, like
All of them, dude.
I love this community. So it's like,
Yeah.
why would I not bring what I have, my skill set in now in entertainment and broadcast, and then bring it over to this place I love so much with the people I love so much.
So to catch
that's
up,
basically how I got here.
catch up in chat real quick. ObserverCon bot says that's badass, referring to your Sesame Street stuff.
Oh, sweet, dude.
Ayoski says, yeah, I can't sing to save my life. And Jiggy says, you can learn to sing during quarantine because so with so you got right into Twitch and you did all that cool stuff, man. And did it take long for you to pick up a following and stuff, or was it kind of just instant? Would you see random followers, people you knew, people you've streamed, like watched streams before?
Yeah, it kind of sucked because like a lot of the people I thought like were really gung ho to support me and really cared about whatever I did were ghosts. Yeah. It's like, I'm really trying to build something that's like me pouring my heart into something. Like I've spent a lot of hours trying to, it's not easy to operate OBS and all this stuff if you've never really been on this side of things, So I was picking up a lot of skills and letting people know like what I was excited about, and nobody really showed up. So we just kind of reached out. We grew our little Instagram up. Like my Instagram now has like over 2,000 followers. So like I get a lot of people that way. It's just, we basically were very lucky in a way. We did a little niche thing where like I'm good at doing push-ups. I guess push-ups are like a very respected thing if you can do a lot of them. I never really thought about it.
That's true. I see a lot of those people like do 20 push-ups and for whatever reason, I don't know. But.
Yeah, it's very interesting to me, but I'm really good at doing push-ups, like I could probably do 70 straight with, so I went on Instagram and I had this little like challenge. I was like, yo, what's up? I'm AustyChamp. I'm starting a Twitch channel. I'm trying to be affiliate in a week. So give me a follow on goals, Twitch.
Yeah.
I'll follow you back on Twitch and I'll shout out your Instagram and do 10 push-ups like while I'm shouting you out. And this like challenge actually kind of blew up a little bit, man. I had like 30 to 40 people come through and like do that for me.
Wow.
Yeah, man. And they actually like started to, like at least at the beginning, they were in the chat, bro. Like they were coming through and hanging out. And I was just like, all right, that's what's up, man. Like that's cool. And then from there, it was kind of like, I got affiliate within like, I think like a week or two from me doing it. And then, I just started like hammering down. Like I just knew that we had this avenue of kind of being overproductive about how we do things. Like we know like, and there's a huge, like once you get that affiliate life to open up, a lot of things like become overwhelming because there's so many options to customize and so many things to do, and it's like, how do I differentiate myself from everybody else? But like we kind of knew a direction that we wanted, we knew the community that we wanted to build, and so we just keep pounding down on that direction and like doubling down on our love for everybody.
Yeah, man. Well, that's the best thing that you can do, man, is just build the community. And that's awesome that you got all those, that people come out for you, especially doing the push-ups videos and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's so cool, man. Doing the push-ups. GWee78 in the chat, he sent some angry faces. I'm not sure why, but maybe he's saying for working out, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Bro, I mean, you can come through and do some channel points, bro. I'll push the ground anytime, man.
So what kind of games were you streaming? I know that I came by your stream a couple times. I saw you playing Fall Guys. What kind of stuff are you mainly trying to build on your channel?
So the thing is, like, I just really want to build like a positive community about gaming. So I'm plat in League of Legends. Like I've been a player since around season 3, but a long time just watcher and lurker of like the professional scene and stuff. So like I'm really into League of Legends, but that's not a very interactive game, you know what I'm saying? It's very watch me be doing what I'm doing and maybe I'll see what's going on. So like my whole thing is I really like reading chat and I really like being into like what's going on with everybody else. So I can't play that game at the highest level. So I was playing that at first and it ended up just being like, okay, I'll play this for myself every once in a while and on stream. But in general, I play a lot more community games. Like Dead by Daylight was the main game that grew a lot of people to come through. It's a very, very current game. I get like it doesn't look like maybe the highest watched game on Twitch or something, but the community is really awesome.
People like it. They like to watch it. I noticed that those kind of games like that, kind of the 4-on-1 or like things like Friday the 13th and what's that other game? I can't remember. Maybe Diablo. Stuff like that. People like to watch it. They like to watch it almost like a sport, and not necessarily like an e-sport, but they watch it. They get that same feeling of the anticipation, even if they're watching the killer, if they're watching someone that's, being the person, the character that's running away from the killer. There's I noticed a lot of people, and I think with those games, they set that base following on Twitch, probably 3, 4, I think think it's now 5 years ago for Friday 13th, and I think Dead by Daylight
Right.
a little bit more than that, maybe 8 or 9.
It's 4 years old now.
Dead by Daylight is, so it was after Friday 13th?
Yes.
Okay, so Dead by Daylight after the Friday 13th, they set that base fans, and I think, games like that, that's never going to go away because people love to watch that stuff.
Yeah, and they keep pouring in updates, and I mean they have some bugs, but they're pretty good about squashing the stuff that I've seen, pop up. I'm not a big crazy dude 1020 right now.
Hey, ObserverCon says do 20.
Yo, can I switch over my cam? I'm a real.
Oh, something happened there. Let's see there. Something.
What? Let me see. Hold up.
Looks like you.
No.
When you switched cam, you brought us out of the chat real quick.
Oh no. Let's see.
No worries. I'll fix it real quick.
I'm sorry. No, I try to get my push-up cam on. I wish I could show my push-up cam for you all, but it looks like it's not happening. Yeah, I'll definitely, dude, come through 20 push-ups on me. Hit me with the follow, come through next stream, 20 push-ups on the boy. Usually they cost some channel points, but I got you, fam. Hey, what's up, Gage Got Games? See, I thought he's talking to me.
Right, that's the dilemma there. Austin, give me mod. Yes, Gage, I will go ahead and do that right after the stream. Gage Got Games, he's a great guy that's come by the stream multiple times. We've done some interviews with him too. Game developer, right, awesome guy. So we got the Twitch stuff going. What's the future now for you, your wife, your content? What's the future? Are you kind of sticking with this for a while? Do you have any aspirations? I know COVID's up in the air, and in the entertainment business, it's hard to do entertainment when there's no one there to watch, or you can't even be there safely to participate in your entertainment venue that you're trying to do.
So it looks like entertainment's starting to open up back in Vegas at half capacity. Okay. So yeah, it looks like things are picking up, but I'm really not looking to go into that at all. I'm not really looking to go back to stage or go back to really chasing up that ladder. I really just want to continue to double down on building this community of like people who are untiltable in life and in games, and take away a lot of the negativity of gaming. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can have your complaints, and like there's times where people wrong you and you're okay to feel wronged, but just taking back kind of our power of having the ability to control how we react to things, you know what I'm saying? And like I want to really promote that to this generation who I feel like is getting that message slept on them, and teach them how to be as awesome in real life as they are in the games. Some people are these crazy, I'm top 1% in this game, I'm top 0.5% in this game, and then you put them in a group of people and they can't problem solve. They can't maneuver through social dynamics, you know what I'm saying? So like just leveling up people in all aspects of their life, you know what I'm saying? Just getting people to that level. So I really have this dream idea of a chumps to champs kind of mindset, and not necessarily saying that you're a loser, but just like realizing that like there's aspects in our lives that we are chumps about, and there's things in our lives that are hard to deal with and hard to like overcome, but bringing ourselves to that champion mentality of like, I'm going to go through any obstacle I need to do to be my highest level of myself.
Yeah, man, it's all about spreading positivity, man. And
yeah, that's where we've been at. So I feel like that's where a lot of the growth has come from, just like that positivity and just kind of engagement.
Yeah. And I see what you're saying, with trying to build that community, because a lot of the times, like you said, some people that they spend all day on the game or on Twitch or away, but they don't have any of the outside interaction. And we've had a guy on here before, a guy interviewed before. He pushes physical fitness along with gaming, and he also tries to spread the positivity through that. So definitely what you're doing as well, is I can see your community is going to go super far with that, man.
Man, I really don't care about the size, as long as, like I said, like people are just happy, and man. Every day I press start stream, somebody is inspired to do something that they feel like watching, they couldn't do necessarily. Like, I'll keep doing this till I die, bro. And I'll work a million jobs to make it possible,
Hell yeah, dude. Well, that's so good to hear your humbleness, and that you didn't just answer that with, yeah, man, I'm trying to get 10 million followers and trying to make 250 viewers per second, So that's great to hear that, because unfortunately sometimes there's people in this industry that's all they care about, and sometimes they're not even.
It's kind of so sad, man. Like they don't understand that people are watching. And the kids are really watching and listening, man. Like just because you are not, maybe you sit on 5 views, maybe you sit on 6 views, and like you don't feel like anybody's there listening. When you cussed out that guy for being better than you at a game, and really got upset to the core of your being, and cursed his mother, and disrespected him because he was better than you at a game, like that is you, and like people will have to look in the mirror at that sometimes and realize like what they're doing, like we're spreading toxicity, and people are wondering why our games are getting so toxic.
It's true, yeah.
It's like, what do you expect? Like every top streamer is sitting here like, F that guy for beating me. I'm like,
what
bro,
do you mean? Hell yeah for that guy for beating you, because you're supposed to be the best.
Yeah, I mean, it's just yeah, the ego is wild, man. Ego will kill you, I guess. But I'm so like, I've performed in front of 25,000 people. I've performed in front of 10 people. I've performed, for 1 viewer on Twitch. I've performed for, I think the highest we got to is like 50 or 60 so far, from like all the love that we've gotten from different people. But like, it doesn't matter to me like who's there. I'm just gonna keep doing me and keep spreading love, bro. And I know one person in there is watching, and it's gonna be like, I'm trying to champ it up. Like, I'm trying to get leveled up, dude. Like, let's level this thing up.
That's the thing. People take their time, and they're taking time out of their day, out of their activities, even maybe time for them that they were gonna game, to watch what you got and listen what you have to say. So definitely agree with you on that point.
Thankful for all the love that's happened so far, dude. It's been lit. Like I said, I love Twitch community, bro. It's turns up out here.
Well, man, I feel we got to the halfway point of our show now. It's time to discuss the news. I say we started off the Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, the TV series. It finally been confirmed, man.
You're saying the Netflix picked up the series, man?
Yeah, dude. I mean,
that's hype.
That should be pretty crazy, because I mean, the only concern I have is that Netflix sometimes doesn't go too much with the gore and some of the hardcore. When you think Resident Evil, I personally don't want to see like another remake of the movies where it's kind of cheesy and it's just more of a horror style from the game. I kind of want to see more of intense, especially now it's a series and it's Netflix, that they hopefully tell, a good story behind, as well as, they've got to have good gore and they've got to have good stuff, because otherwise it's not Resident Evil.
Yeah, man. Especially if they got like the hype of the new game coming out. They have Evil Village coming out and the next gen. So it's like, you got to double down on like what your strengths are. You really got to show us that you could break through, even if Netflix wants to put some family safe filters on it, that you can really bring through your terror still. Because man, I know I'm scared playing some Resident Evil games.
Yeah, man.
Especially like, when you couldn't walk, bro. Like the fact you had to stand still and make a choice. It's like, I don't know. I always go to my kiting mechanics when I'm scared. So
what I've loved about Resident Evil though is that all of them are so different that it makes you play so differently. Like the second one, you've got all the puzzles you got to figure out. I remember writing down the codes to stuff, like. And then you got the 7th one where you're just getting scared the shit out of in the middle of the woods, and you got jump scares. Man. So what if the TV show's kind of doing something different? Maybe I hope that they've noticed that they do so differently with their stuff, but it all ties into the one big circle. That maybe each episode be different.
Yeah, went more episodic with it instead of like a long storyline. Kind of just having these like minor simulations of like different storylines that I don't want to say Black Mirror,
right? Yeah.
But just like, kind of bring us on multiple arcs and give us different places to do different kinds of spooks and stuff, Well,
it's interesting you say that, because officially what we have from them, they say that it's going to be taking place over 2 timelines at the same time.
Hey, sweet, dude.
We get 8 episodes, each an hour long, so 8 hours of content. And I guess it's about Dr. Albert Wesker, the guy who essentially was responsible for creating the T-virus and making all the zombies, essentially. So maybe it's an origin story. I don't know. It'd be interesting, though, to see. Maybe they show a little start of the virus, because that's something the game kind of, they hint at it and they push a little bit out and they show some stuff, but it hasn't been fully, like, at least, like, I remember, I keep talking about the second one because I just recently finished the remake this year. They kind of just drop you right into the fucked up city, so I don't know if this series is going to be like that too.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I feel like Netflix does a good job at making backstory for stuff that maybe shouldn't be rushed and still making it just happen. So we'll see what happens, dude. I'm excited. I'm excited to see them pick it up, and I like that they're adding more dark things to their repertoire of, like I want to see them do more actually terrifying things with what they can do.
ObserverCon says zombies everywhere, please. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be lit.
Yeah, man. And you've seen, I don't know if you saw The Witcher, but Netflix has already had that good, that bar to set because they've done a video game series already, and it's got The Witcher had a lot of positive reviews from it, even for people that never even heard what The Witcher was before they watched the show.
Yeah, that time period, I feel like something about it just gets people.
It does.
Anytime
you're right.
I would have lived the best life back then. They just feel like it's so romanticized, but like, you probably would have just, died of something really simple and just, been on to the next thing.
Everyone dreams to be the paladin knight. Everyone,
Right. Or like, I would have been able to just, you could really just make it yourself back then, make whatever you want happen. So, I mean, it's cool. I love that time period too, man. I can't say that I feel sometimes drawn to wanting to be there myself.
Right. Well, we talked a little bit about it before the stream, but the video game prices are being hiked up, and I brought this topic up a couple months ago. I said that it could be inevitable, but it looks like the inevitable is here, and we're gonna have hiked up prices. We've already seen, you pay the extra $10, you get the game for the game on the current gen and the next gen, which is awesome. That's a fucking great deal. But they're selling that for $70 right now. But when the next gen comes out, is that going to be the same price? I don't mean to speculate, but I feel like it's going to be a little bit more increased because they're already said, well, we gave away basically the game on the last one for an extra $10 for new players. We got to make the money back,
Yeah, my thing is like, I don't care if they charge me $120. If it's an amazing product that is not being patched for 3 years before it's worth it. And also, if game developers and the people that are sitting there sweating, making this code through hours and hours and hours of their lives, being away from their family, are not getting this money, like, I don't care to spend another dime. Like, it's crazy to me, like, that these billion-dollar people want to continue to not pay their lowest when it's the lowest that's supporting the pyramid. You feel me? Like,
right. Well, maybe that's what they were trying to do with the consoles. Because I don't know about you, when we did this show, we did the PS5 reveal reaction show. I was saying this thing's going to cost me like north of $800. That's what I was preparing myself to have a really expensive console. I was very shocked to see that Sony and Xbox were only pushing them $100 more than the original MSRP price for the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Right, man. It's actually not crazy jump in price, but the tech in there is actually kind of crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of stuff. And then they, the digital versus the non-digital edition, and they've got 120 frames per second. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was not expecting all that, especially on every mod. I was thinking maybe there's going to be like a higher tier option where you can go to like that, crazy FPS and, get kind of like a PC experience out of your console. As close as a PC experience can get. Like, I thought it was going to be lit, but it's actually kind of crazy. They made it very comparable to how it felt to pay for consoles back in the day. Like, I feel like it's for how much inflation, they could have added on to it.
They really could have. They had the potential to raise a lot of inflation. But it's interesting, to move on to the next topic that you bring up, inflation. PS5 fans, I haven't really looked too much into the Xbox side. I've been really following the PlayStation story. They're worried about inflation of the console itself right now because apparently the pre-orders was a shit show. Went out within moments. I was refreshing like crazy. I didn't see anything. And then I saw a bunch of people that were able to get the bundles, and people were pissed because they were saying that the bundles wasn't going to come out right away. And
dude.
Then
sloppy.
The second round was like people didn't even know about it, and it was the same thing. A couple hours. Some people got it. Gage Got Game says the original Xbox One was $500. That's right. Yeah, the original one was $500. And then they came out with the lower prices after that. But what was it saying? Yeah, and then now they're saying that what if they're not ready for launch day, November 12th? What if they're not ready for that? And then you have to, you've got Black Friday right after that. You got Christmas, you've got Hanukkah, you've got New Year's, a lot of huge holiday stuff. Not to mention all the babies, the New Year's babies and all that stuff. People that are born. There's a lot of stuff that people, I'm sure that every kid right now is asking for Xbox or PS5 to Sam.
They're gonna
You know
need
what I'm saying?
Millions of units, bro. Millions of units stat.
They got to move them out because people are concerned that they might not even be able to get a pre-order before the launch day, or they're not even going to be able to get one at launch day.
Right. And that's just the culture, man. Like, internet culture has gotten crazy with how they want to scalp and
Right.
resell, and it's just kind of been that toxicity we talked about is also shown there, man. Like,
It's true.
people aren't as cool with like getting what they need and letting other people get what they get. It's like, I'm gonna take as many as I can just in case,
Well,
just in case, like then I got options.
even in person sales, I'm positive that all the places are still going to require you to wear a mask and still be there. How are you going to, you've seen what Black Friday looks like outside of this, and before that, you got a week or two before that, you have the release of the PlayStation 5. Are people going to be crammed in these stores, hanging out outside? The businesses aren't going to allow it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's getting crazy, man. And like all these like there's a lot of new that's coming out in this holiday season. It's like they're gonna have to be very, very wise about how they get this going. Hopefully Amazon's drones are all ready to just drop everything off.
Just PS5s everywhere.
Yeah, bro.
But dude, I'm concerned that we have all these great games and we have all this stuff coming. We have so much stuff coming in October, and we're gonna talk about that a little later. And then stuff for the new consoles. But are we gonna be be able to play them? That's the thing. How long are we gonna have to wait? And I found out, and slide into our next topic, Miles Morales to release on launch day. I found out if I can't play Miles Morales on my PlayStation 5 on November 12th on launch day, I'm going to be a very upset person. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be everywhere, bro. It's going to be on every video. You're going to see all the pictures. You're going to be scrolling past everything, man. Crazy.
Damn, I've waited for that for so fucking long, dude. Oh, it's scary to think that. I mean, it's positive. Yes, it's good for the industry that there's been so much, looking at the new consoles. And I could definitely say that the previous time when we did this once before, the last decade, that numbers are so different now. Instantly people are running out and getting these things. So many more gamers right now. Over 9 billion in sales since coronavirus.
Yeah, dude,
it's crazy. But yeah, Miles Morales to release on launch day. Jiggy, you brought up a good one that we were going to talk about that later, but we'll bring it up now. The Mandalorian season 2, man. We're almost here.
I'm hyped for that, dude. They left it on a great note, and they did an amazing season, so I'm hyped.
And we got all right. So here is I've been meaning to say this. You guys got to remind me. I got to make a spoiler thing so I can hit the spoiler. I'm about to talk Mandalorian. If you have not seen the Mandalorian episodes right now, please hit the mute button. I'll give you about 5 seconds to do that. But man, you've got Giancarlo at the end with the freaking lightsaber, and
bro, it was such a satisfying ending, because like I don't want to say the ending of the season started to feel a bit lullish.
Yeah.
But they really brought it, like on the actual finale episode. It's like, okay, we are looking forward to this world really opening up the way we were hoping it would.
And you've got the Mandalorian himself, taking ownership of the baby and making sure that nothing's gonna happen to him. And then you had the Nick Kroll's character dying, and you had Bill Burr come in there too. What has Jon Favreau got us planned for the next season? And,
right, dude, we're about to be in for a treat, man. And like I've seen some of the leaked cast or whatever, like actually looks pretty exciting. The people that they're bringing on, so like I'm excited, dude. I'm biting whatever Star Wars is ready to put out with this Disney partnership. You know what I'm saying?
Let me type in and let the people know that the spoilers are finished from here on out. But yeah, man. So we've got October 30th. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that a Nevada holiday, October 30th, or is that October 31st? I don't remember. Is a Halloween is the same day? I don't remember.
Nevada Day or like what is
Nevada
it?
Day, I think, right?
Yeah, it's around that time.
Around that time, yeah. So you got
keep in touch.
yeah, bro. So you've got Disney Plus, the 30th of October, Space Cowboys. How do you feel that they're going to release it? Maybe one at a time? I can imagine them doing maybe 3 at a time.
That's a dream, dude. I mean, they slow rolled that first season on us, so we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Dude.
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, they might be just milking us for everything they got. I mean, every day that an episode came out, I remember talking about it for a few days with people. So
Yeah, dude. And
they have the opportunity to slow roll it.
me and my roommate, his name is actually the Mirandalorian. He comes by here sometimes too. It's his birthday today. Shout out to him.
Hey.
Him and I will pause the video and talk about what's happening, or sometimes we'll finish the episode and we'll go back and watch it again to talk about it, because it's so different. It's such good Star Wars content. It's such good Star Wars content, dude.
They did a great job, man. I was very captured from the first moment of watching the stuff, dude. It was.
I know that Disney listens to us, and I'll tell you why later. I cannot tell you why right now, but I can't seem to praise Jon Favreau enough. He is so damn good, and he's much better than the guy that we used to hate on so much, who I can't say his name, but I fucking love Jon Favreau, and I don't think there's anything wrong that he could do with The Mandalorian. Like, if the worst he could do is like bring in like a Muppet, like that would be the worst that you could do to Mandalorian to the Mandalorian.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like he can't do anything wrong in this point.
And Baby Yoda kills Mando.
I mean, he almost killed that one with the Force joke.
Yeah,
Oh.
dude, that guy's wild.
He's crazy, Baby Yoda. Maybe we'll finally see his parents this time. Who knows? Maybe we'll get some more story with him. We'll see.
I mean, you don't want to hear my theory about that guy.
No?
'Cause yeah, you said spoilers are finished, bro. So
Yeah.
it's too much theory crafting. We'll have to talk about it later.
Yes, sir. Well,
Off the
moving on
record.
to the next topic, we've got Microsoft we wanted to talk about this last week. The $7 billion deal. Holy shit! The console wars. The console wars are here. They are official. I mean, they've been here, but they have really kicked off. They fired some shots earlier this summer, but now the freaking missiles have been brought out. The launch. They have the potential to have so much content and keep it away from everyone else. That's insane.
Dude.
Bethesda, bro. For those who don't know what I'm referring to, Bethesda, Microsoft took ownership of parts of Bethesda, bro, with $7 billion. We're talking Wolfenstein, Fallout, Fable, Skyrim.
Elder Scrolls, I mean.
Elder Scrolls, right. Holy shit. It's just so much. I got scared because I was happy right away. I was like, holy shit. Because they fucked up Fallout 76. You know, Microsoft could do well with another Fallout game. But then I was like, wait a minute. I'm realizing that it's a possibility that if I don't have an Xbox Series X, I might not be able to play these games anymore.
Right, they might stop cross-platforming. Like, I mean, not cross-platforming, but making it that everything just is available on us for Windows, just because we have what we have, you know.
Imagine what that they're holding that over Sony right now. They've got that entire thing held over. And yes, Sony Studios and Sony Interactive and everything that they put out has been incredible. You know, Detroit Become Human, The Last of Us, all that stuff. Absolutely incredible. But this is the first time that I've ever seen someone like a studio like that basically threaten to lose a gigantic livelihood. But at the same time, are they going to do that? Because are they going to lose more fans? Or is this going to be like, oh, maybe later we're going to have these released, but first they're going to come out on Xbox?
Right. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, they just have a lot of leverage, man, with how many tendrils they've now spread out across
all over the place, dude.
Across the game development world. So we'll see what they do. I hope they use their powers for good, man.
I
know
hope
what I'm
so.
saying? I hope that, you know, like, we could say Disney owns like 70% of all media that you see at this point. So like if Microsoft owns 70% of all games that we see, hopefully it's just that it is good quality that they're about, you know, and that bar is reached across all properties, regardless of, you know, people meeting the expectations and just doing what they say they're going to do. And they don't just use that monopolized power to give us these low quality games and like make us pay all this money.
Aoski says, so proud of Microsoft, I think. Delete Fallout 76 and I'll be good. That's right. New Vegas 2. Definitely want to see that happen. And with New Vegas 2, the biggest thing I can see them doing is making that one of their big, you know, Xbox exclusive releases. That would be the biggest fucking slap to everyone, and that would be nuts.
I love Vegas. So
I love
they
New
can
Vegas too.
do New
So
Vegas
good.
on 2.0, bro. I will be like, let me go and buy me an Xbox.
But the point that you made, though, look at the success of the Microsoft Xbox Windows partnership as well, they very well could just push all that shit out on the PC as well.
Yeah, dude, they could, and that could be their all-star leverage that they have above Sony, man. The fact that, you even have a PC, you're getting in on all this magic, man. You could just buy an Xbox controller and hook it up on your USB 3 and be set to go. It's like nothing's changed at all. So
Yeah, man.
That'd be insane. Like I say, I just hope that everybody uses their powers for good, man. Be gentle to us plebs, man. We don't have much.
Jiggy says, buy everybody out and shut down their competitors and keep making shit. That's true. That's a very Disney move. Yep.
Yeah. I hope that they keep the bar set high, dude. Just continue to wow people. Continue to bring gaming to the next level. Continue to bring just everything that we're doing with what we're learning from gaming. Continue to put a forefront on connecting it, connecting things to the real world. I feel will be the best move for gaming in the 21st century.
Yeah, man. Well, right then, our next story, we have Cyberpunk. Oh, shoot, my dog knocked over BB-8. Cyberpunk has said that they promised they will make the November release. We talked about it last week, a little bit of a follow-up story. They said that they weren't sure, but now they said they're going to make that November release. And that's awesome for fans. However, from a game designer's perspective, that's super shitty because now I know that they have to work at least 6 to 7 days a week for God knows how long during that time. This is the crunch, and there's been so much crunch, and a lot of times during the crunch, bad shit happens because things sometimes get taken out that we thought that they could implement that aren't going to be implemented before, or things just stop working, and they make other decisions to not have some of that stuff in there.
Right. I feel that.
They kind of shot themselves in the foot, CD Projekt Red, because they said, yes, there's a delay. Obviously, we knew that shit was never going to come this summer, even beyond coronavirus or not. We knew that was not going to happen. It's just too gigantic of a game, and it's the reputation it holds is too gigantic as well.
And all the hype that started building on it. That hype train was chewing, bro.
Yeah, and they shot themselves in the foot by giving another release date. They should have just said, listen, we're going to miss the summer delay, and we're going, it's coming soon. We'll let you know as soon as we're ready. But because when they said, yeah, we want to be ready by November, which is understandable, they want to be ready for launch and all that stuff, there's still all those fans that are waiting. Like, there are fans that don't want to purchase it on the Xbox and get the upgrade now because they want to experience it first on the new consoles. There are fans that are ready. Just like freaking Aoski says in the chat, I'll be waiting for Cyberpunk, and I'm okay with the wait. So
yeah, so people,
I'm okay with it too.
Doubling down on the fact that you could provide quality withholding a release date, just really battening down all your hatches before you sail the shit, bro. And I wish that was the go-to.
Freaking, the crunching down for game developers and game designers and game artists and everybody in a studio, essentially, in, everyone from the bottom to the top of the producers and the entire totem poles and everyone, it puts so much pressure on them that you start to take away their livelihood. They start to take away, being able to go to the gym for an hour if they want to. Now they can go to the gym if they can at all for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Or that takes away the opportunity to go home and have a home-cooked meal with your family, and now you got to go to McDonald's and get some bullshit, Because you got to be at, some of these guys, I've heard stories, they've got bunk beds and hammocks in the studios during these times, and they sleep in the studio, they take a shower in the locker room, they go down to the store, get a coffee shop donut, and come back upstairs and continue working. That's not healthy, and I don't agree with that at all. No matter who you are, Ubisoft, anyone,
Especially because they're making they've made $1 billion industry.
Yeah. Off
the backs of these people, so it's kind of crazy to think that you can't give them $1 billion treatment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what if they're gonna increase game prices, bro. There needs to be things that are met that you're talking about. There needs to be people cooking for people, Like you need to be with catering. No, straight up, man.
There needs
to
to be food delivery, like fit and prep people, Yeah.
Yeah, something on site, have something come that's hot, that's morale boosting. That's stuff that you have to do to create a vibe of people that want to be around you,
Right.
What happens when there's a strike for game, and all this hype that everybody's built up for all these new gen systems and this new world of VR never comes into fruition because nobody wants to make games because they're getting treated like sweatshop workers. So it's you got to make sure you're feeding your kids, man.
That's
I want
right.
them going revolting, dude.
Because one day, there's those people, they might not show up to work anymore, and they might go somewhere else because they're done with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
But and also CD Projekt Red, they put out another Keanu Reeves trailer to push up the hype, and that just puts even more pressure on them. Now they're like, oh shit, now Keanu's come back twice now. We really gotta be ready by November.
It's such a meme at this point. It's so funny to me. Like, this man has become the savior of the internet. Like, they literally replaced Jesus Christ's picture with Keanu Reeves for the internet, dude. I ain't mad at it, bro. That guy's God, but it's so funny. I missed the wave. Like, when did that happen?
Keanu is a great guy.
He's so lit.
So moving on now, we've got we're talking about FIFA 21. I brought up a little while ago, a couple streams ago, we saw that some new features being added in, a new story mode, being able to actually play a real story mode as a character instead of just create a guy and throw him out there, but I don't know if any of y'all been keeping up much with American soccer as much as some people, especially with the coronavirus. It kind of just came and went for a lot of people. The English over across the pond just restarted their thing and put it on TV, But Inter Miami, a new football club in Miami, I believe was started by David Beckham. They've been going for a while now. They debuted in the MLS this year, and I guess they did really well because now they're being put into FIFA 21.
Hey.
Yeah, man. So some more American content because those games are one thing that's lacking in FIFA, and it's for a good reason, is that there's just not much American stuff in it.
Yeah, man, we're still calling it soccer, bro. It's not soccer. It's not soccer. That's why, man. So we call it football. Like, they're not messing with us.
They took like a huge a big thing with the World Cup and the Women's World Cup and all their success and behind that, but it was you could only play one matchup with them, like one mode. There wasn't an option to go play multiple stuff with the Women's World Cup winners. So
yeah, it's important, man, that they keep stuff.
I think we know there's a big fan base for FIFA in the States, obviously not compared to around the world, especially places like the United Kingdom and overseas, Asia and stuff like that. Even South America, huge fan bases. Mexico, giant fan bases. Not as big here in the States. And Jiggy brings up a good point that the States kind of ruined it with the loot boxing with the FIFA Ultimate Team.
Yeah, bro. People are not trying to pay $300 to get the people they want.
I have never, ever, ever packed Ronaldo, Messi, or Neymar ever in the 4 years that I've been playing FIFA. It's just not possible. It's not possible unless you're getting like the Champions League packs and you're actually trying to earn them. And I understand that, but even then, I was playing in those levels and getting those packs, and I never got them. I get everyone else, just never them. And I understand why, because they want people to keep trying and keep spending that money to get them.
You build up luck through your dollars spent on your account, bro. It's kind of crazy, but hey, it's just another form of taxation that they found a way to kind of get around into people's pockets. Like, it's not the only format of microtransaction now too, so bro, it's kind of crazy to see, like, even just getting juice. You gotta try and go get some juice, bro. They're gonna find a way to put a microtransaction in that thing.
It's true.
It's actually blatantly just like kind of disrespectful now, man. Like, and then it's like, what's the tip? It's like, yo, I need you to charge me $57 for some juice. Like, and like you want to tip them because that's not their fault. And it's like,
true.
Dang.
Yeah.
$70 on juice. Crazy, man. What a time to be alive. Loot boxes really changed the thing up, though, man. EA Sports, I don't want to say I blame and scapegoat them. They were just the ones to do it the most blatantly obvious in people's face and like got the most backlash and kind of got the most like, fingers pointed at them for what they did. But yeah, it's really not the direction I hope gaming goes. Like I said, I'm down to pay $120 for a game that has everything you have in it. I'm going to play over 120 hours. That's $1 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a complete game that you don't have to patch for 4 years, and I will spend what you need me to spend. Hit me up. Like, craziness. Craziness for microtransactions kind of brought the gaming.
Yeah, man, and I hope that they fix that one day with all the microtransactions. Jiggy in the chat says EA turned to crap. They fired a lot of good game makers and they went elsewhere and made even more great games. Yeah,
Right.
it's true. Well, with speaking of great games, there has been another party game that has seemed to take the world by storm. First it was Fall Guys, and now you know what I'm talking about, Among Us.
Yeah, bro. Amongst Us, bro.
Yes, bro. They have taken the world by storm, these guys. I heard about them the first time people were passing around the game, like a bootleg game is what I heard. And now it's an official release. I haven't been able to play it myself, but
My chat's asking me all the time to play some Among Us.
Yeah.
Man.
I get a lot of but the thing is, it's a huge strategy game. It's more than what it seems. It's the most strategic shit I've ever seen. And
It's
you really
you gotta be about your P's and Q's when you're playing
dude.
Among Us, dude. They're not playing. They are very meticulous. Everybody's turned into the anime guy who's like, I noticed that the temperature has become 1 degree cooler, meaning that a body had just left this building. And I also noticed that you were 4 frames farther than where it's actually clickable to do that task. So I think that red is hard sus. What do you have to say? And Red's just like, stuck, bro. Like, what do you even
it's
do,
so
man?
much. People's discords are in their chats, their voice rooms. They got 12 people going in there, and it's nuts, dude.
It's passionate too, dude. The amount of acting skills I've seen from some people come out, I'm like,
Yeah, the role playing behind it too. Yeah.
You're better than people that were getting paid thousands of dollars to do that back when entertainment was around, yo. Like, you are convincing the heck out of me, and I've seen you vent. I saw you vent.
Well, dude, it just goes to show you. Here's another developer that found something unique, found something good, a party style that you knew people were, not he, but whoever they are. They found something that's good, and they knew what people like, and it's just taken the world by storm. And it's not going to die out anytime soon. Fall Guys, people are saying, "Oh, Fall Guys is dead." No, it's not. It's still taking the world by storm. And we haven't even broken into the Xbox market. You got PC with Among Us. We haven't even broken into some of the other markets with that. It's
Dude,
crazy.
It's gonna be crazy. There's like literally people at dinner eating, playing Among Us in public now.
People are talking about Among Us like the weather, man. They're talking the strategies like, oh, what happened with you, man? Did you see who got killed? Like, it's almost like a game of Clue.
Like that, because when the community gets so conversational about how they win, the metagame, kind of like when you put AI against itself, it just levels up exponentially. As you see all these different strats and all these different ways to play. It's really cool to see like that a lot of people are clinging onto this game. The game I liked the most that was like this was Town of Salem. I don't know if you ever played that when it was around. It was free for a long time, and then it ended up kind of being expensive, in my opinion, for what they do. But yeah, like I love the kind of whodunit royale, and like pitting 2 people against 6 people. It always makes for a good dynamic. It's always a show. People are gonna be having a good time, so I like it. I hope they add more kind of like ways to do it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like
some more content. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the cool thing is they've added so many customizable features of it. So it's like you can make the lobby as short as you want, as long as you want.
Right.
You could be imposter favored or survivor favored. Like, it's really cool, man. They did it right. They can microtransaction on only cosmetic things, but you're getting the game no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're getting every mechanic the game has to offer for $5.
And it's encouraging a crazy amount of team play too. So much teamwork. Yeah.
I love it. I love when the community gets talking, dude. That's when we grow the most, man.
Well, good for y'all, Among Us. Well done. Over here at ETG, sometimes people say that we're a little negative with games, and we love to push out, and we love to recognize great success, especially for small studios and stuff like that. So keep going, Among Us. Keep going, Fall Guys. You guys got it. Keep going, whoever's coming up with the new stuff that's going to take someone else by storm. This is the time to do it, man. People are stuck at home. People are home playing video games.
The Skyrim edition of Among Us.
These next 2 topics I want to talk about, and I believe we have time for a little bit more, and then we'll do a top 5 segment. WWE, they came out with WWE Battlegrounds. A lot of mixed reviews from it. Kids are loving it because they're able to play, super beefed up John Cena and Undertaker and all this guy, the fire and the particle effects and all that stuff. And they're fighting, and I guess here's the thing. It's not the wrestling game that anyone wanted. It's not that we're missing a good simulation game from WWE. We're missing so much from even people that don't even like WWE games. Content creators like it. There's so much stuff that you can do with the WWE games, but with the WWE Battlegrounds, it is encouraging people to play together. It looks fun from certain areas. It does like party style teamwork, having to climb cages and like getting stuff. You're not able to just climb right out of the cage. There's like other mini games you have to do.
It's like the Rocket League of WWE instead of you guys getting an actual game.
They have an insane roster. Like it's almost like they took their current roster and just increased the scale of their muscles. Because and me personally, it's just way too many characters for a game like this, for sure.
Yeah.
And I
just throw Minecraft in there.
I understand WWE Candy Crush. No, they already have that one too. That's a different one. I don't remember the name of that one, but it is a WWE Candy Crush. They have it. It's on the App Store. But with Battlegrounds now, you know, they've portrayed it as this like cartoon style fight, a lot like NBA Underground or Battleground, or Street Grounds, whatever they called it back in the day. So I know what they do. They don't have anybody to help them publish the game or develop the game because of the people that have quit on them. So, you know, they had to copy and paste and do what they know from the previous style and come out with this. But it's appealing to some audiences, appealing to some people. And I'm not going to lie, it's some of the stuff, it looks fun. Like, you know, some of the players are having fun. I've seen Chris Danker. He's a WWE content creator I've watched for a long time. He's doing stuff with his friends playing the game.
Nice.
It does look like it's fun, but I'm not going to spend money on it because it's not this entirety simulation game that we wanted. And last year they pushed WWE 2K20 to be this incredible game, and then it was a fucking dumpster fire, and we still are without it. So
Right.
Well,
it's like you guys settling on something that we didn't even really subscribe to wanting to be a part of anyway. Now that's what you guys are doubling down on.
Who knows what it's going to look like here in the future in the simulation, but AEW, All Elite Wrestling, the other wrestling company, you know, they've considered the baby of the wrestling companies right now just because they've only been a year long. And with wrestling culture, they got, you know, T-shirts and merchandise, championship belts. Two big things that always come along with wrestling merchandise is video games and action figures. So and beyond, you know, from little kids buying them at Walmart to collecting action figures that go for like $1 million. There's a giant field in here, and AEW knows that, so they finally got their own toys. They got their own action figures now. And someone asked them like, "Yo, WWE's fucked up with their simulation game. What's going on with you guys?" And they said that they have a good product ready, that's not quite finished, that they have something, and they actually have something that they're going to push out for fans soon, more than just, hey, guess what, it's coming soon. So it looks like they are working towards something.
Competition always helps, man. Competition make people do stuff they didn't think they were going to do.
Kenny Omega, his real name is Kenny Olivier. He executive vice president at AEW. He's pushing out some more stuff that comes out with the video game. Saying that fans will have a simulation game soon. And he said he loves that people are asking him questions and when it's coming out, when AEW is going to push out a game. However, Kenny Omega says that wouldn't you as fans rather us take our time and see a completed good game? And I 100% agree with that, because I don't want you to sit here. It's just what we talked about earlier. I don't want you to sit here and tell me, guys, we have a game ready January 2021, and then it comes out and it's bad, you know? So...
And then you're going to patch it until 2024.
Or you give up like WWE and not even patch it at all. Patch it once and just give up. You know,
give it like, oh, we already got our money. We paid back what our debts were, so we're good.
So AEW, Tony Khan, all you guys over there, keep working hard. We're looking forward to it. Congratulations on getting y'all's toys. Wrap up some news topics. We're running out of time here, but Warzone Season 6 just recently started. Added the subway and all that stuff. That's cool. Can you tell us a little about that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't play any FPS on my channel, but I get to watch a lot of awesome streamers that play FPS. So, dude, any new content they're adding to Warzone sounds lit to me, just because it's got a lot of potential as a battle royale. I think the newest BR that I'm hypest about is Spellbreak, just because I feel like if they really hone in on their strengths there, that could be maybe one of the coolest esports. Yeah, one of the coolest esports ever created, hands down. But I love the idea where they're taking Warzone, just because it's encouraging the squad play. it's encouraging, a huge competitive scene. I see people doing tournaments where like every weekend there's all these little tournaments going on. So I'm all about it, man. Wherever people are trying to get really competitive and bring out the best in themselves, dude, I'm with it. So bring us more Warzone content, even though I'm not going to play it.
Hey, man, but it's a great game. I said it before that I think it's the best battle royale out there. It has, like you said, the opportunity to continue to grow. With Call of Duty Cold War coming out, it has more of an opportunity to grow. Warzone, just continue to get better, and it's so cool because from my perspective, I was talking about my friends the other day. How cool is it to be a fucking level designer on Warzone? Because you have all your maps and you got to put them all together and make them into a giant map, and like the transitions. There's so many buildings, staircases, everything, dude. It's crazy.
It's very tactical, man.
Yeah.
Of all the shooters, it's one of the more tactical ones. So anytime it's not just some run and gun gameplay and you get to sit there and be more in the war mind, I'm with it, dude. That sounds good. It's like team fight tactics instead of League of Legends so much.
Right,
like I'm building the best tactical advantage, not just hoping that I can solo carry 4 people.
And with Warzone, especially, I've noticed with these last season and coming into the new season that, a lot of people stop playing Battle Royales. They're like, oh, I hate dying all the time. I can't get into it. But it has such good replayability, and it has such like good, rubber band rewards, like being in the gulag, getting the chance to fight back, or prison breaks where everyone runs out, or you have, your partners being able to buy you back. There's so much replayability of it, and it's so different every time. The game is so different. Unlike fucking Fortnite, where, the game is almost the exact same shit every single time.
Yeah, dude, it's so easy for me to like think about toxic things to say about Fortnite because it kind of, to be honest, was the game that made me stop playing shooting games.
Yeah.
I ran up on this 12-year-old and he built an entire apartment complex for his friends and like 3 others to jump in, and then like they shot me with a shotgun and then like hit some dance on me, and I was like, okay, maybe it's time I go like maybe I'm an old man, bro. So I was like, but my thing is with Fortnite, it's helped a lot of people.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of people find happiness, bro. So I'm so happy for that. But you will never catch me booting up Epic Launcher to press launch on Fortnite, dude. Ever, ever, ever.
I don't know who designed the latest updates, but what the fuck is that bullshit? Like,
yeah, they really brought in interesting direction, man. Like, I saw people fishing.
Yeah.
I was like, where are we going? Where are we going, y'all?
So some more games releasing this weekend. We got Mario Brothers 35, their little battle royale thing that they got going on the Switch. That looks really cool. I'm excited to check that out. Star Wars Squadrons releases tomorrow. The fly around dog fighting game, that should be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not a shit show. I already pre-ordered it, so we'll see.
Yeah, I was hearing mixed ideas of how it could happen. Yeah. So I'm excited to see it anyway.
It should be a fun game, and who knows? They're always good at telling a story, regardless of the length of it. So they're probably going to tell a pretty good story with Star Wars Squadrons. Later this month, we got Watch Dogs Legions releasing. I'm excited for that. We finally got some good release date information on that. Being able to control your entire army in the cities. It looks like they put a lot of work into the game, just from the last reveals that we saw.
I like that they keep like rolling out like things. I like anybody who's slow rolling what they have and not making all these early release promises, and then like we see like, oh, what happened to that thing that we thought we saw in that trailer?
Right.
It's like,
right.
oh no, they cut that because that was not gonna work out. That mechanic was
no.
Cool. So yo, Watch Dogs, they got my eye, man. I'm excited to see what they come up with.
Yeah, man, I am too. And that for me, I feel like that game is just gonna be a whole use of, over and over again. Replayability is going to be a pretty big in that, I think.
Yeah.
And plus amount of they could just continue to add a lot more content to that as well. They can continue pushing out Watch Dogs Legion, because sometimes with Watch Dogs they push out the games and then they kind of leave it alone. It's like so we'll see. They could probably continue making, especially if they're making changes for the next gen console.
Yeah, and I hope that there's some type of, I don't want to say like next level that they can bring just cooperative experience on consoles into the next gen, but I really hope that they iron some of that out for a lot of the new cooperative experiences
Right,
that they're
right.
showing that we had. You know, like we need a bit more consistency in how we're communicating with each other than just, you know, hoping that people have mic on. You know, like that's gonna, you know, cooperative with human doesn't exist. Okay. I'll just yeah. We could pray though. We could pray
We can hope. Yeah.
It's a bit incentivizing to make you actually want to open up comms and be strategic with people and not just like, you know, peace out.
A little obscure topic here. Japan, they have the giant Gundam. They built the giant Gundam. It took its first movements, bro.
Yo, that guy's gonna come and end the world.
I've seen him before. I personally seen him, and I thought it was just like a giant statue. I thought that it was just a bunch of plastic someone put together. And even then, I was like, "Damn, this is awesome!" Like, you know, they got a statue of Gundam. The motherfucker knelt. Like,
Dude, yeah, dude.
That was
have you
crazy.
seen Boston Labs? What all those robots are doing?
Yeah, dude.
Bro, be afraid. If they put some AI in that guy, rest in peace, yo. We're not doing nothing. They better hope Goku comes to save us, man.
Griffin says can confirm. Turns out was not a statue. That's right, not a statue.
That is Halloween spooks, if anything. You're there taking a picture by a huge Gundam and it just kneels down next to
He
you.
knelt. Oh my god. If they can get that thing to hover, I feel that would be insane.
They're calling up Elon as we speak.
Elon, we need you to get this thing to hover.
Get him in the air. We don't care how loud it is, bro. Get him in the air.
Well, the final topic that I wanted to talk about tonight, and this will go into our top 5 because it's a little something we've mentioned TV series and stuff like that before, but we really haven't, and especially like nerdy stuff. A lot of times, you know, this podcast we've kind of evolved into much more than just video games. But we're gonna end on this new series that I caught my eye on Amazon. And, you know, I talked a lot about Amazon. They've done wonderful TV series this year. The Boys, Upload. The Boys is so damn good, and I love that they're making us wait till every Friday to watch it. It just makes the hype so good. Have you checked out The Boys at all?
Dude, I've watched like trailers of the Boys,
trailers,
and
yeah.
everybody in the whole world is like, bro, watch The Boys, man. And
Watch it, dude.
I need to watch it, man. I'm so sad that I've not caught the wave yet, bro.
It's good, dude. They emulate freaking, you know, the good and the bad of all kinds of superheroes. It's awesome. But Amazon, they got this new series. It's called Utopia, and it's it's very interesting. They these guys, they're like comic book, I don't know, collectors, preservers, almost like treasure hunters, but they're not like in it to get the comic book for its value. They're studying the comic book. Because they have this comic book, and in the comic book is mirroring to things that are happening in modern day. And watching it, dude, I got freaking goosebumps when they kept talking about viruses, like, because, you know, they had to allude to the corona a little bit, but they were alluding to other viruses beforehand, like swine flu and Ebola, and I was like, oh shit, this is kind of creepy. You know,
dude, it's the anime and the manga and all that stuff like that. I don't want to say there's some prophecies and all that stuff, man, but that's cool that they're taking that common thing we're finding, that cartoons and all these, you know, shows have showed a lot of things that actually ended up happening. Like, and then like, I'm cool. That's interesting to see where they bring that. I haven't seen any episodes of it, but yeah, I saw the concept and I was super excited to see like that they're making something in that.
Well, Amazon was just they put it on their homepage and they were saying, yeah, Utopia's coming. I believe they had a couple of trailers and stuff, but then just out of nowhere they're like, yep, the series is here. Start watching.
Okay, that's why I didn't actually see the series. I saw the things pop up, man. They try to let you know what's going on, but they're gonna slide that in. I gotta peep that, man.
Well, they're also competing within themselves because they're competing with the Boys. You know, they don't want to step on their own toes. So
right, and I mean the cool thing is about the streaming media, you could get it all on there, man, and people are gonna consume it.
So we'll wrap the night up. I'd like to know your top 5 favorite shows that you like to watch, or anything that you've really kept yourself entertained with during this entire time.
Hey, that's a good one. Okay. So my wife never had seen Avatar, bro. So we watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, and we're on book 3 now. It's been quite a grind, but that's been awesome, man. We've been watching that new show Ratchet.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm really big Ken Kesey guy. I love Ken Kesey and all his like work with, you know, just understanding the mind and his social movements and all that stuff. So he's super cool.
For me,
I've been watching that.
For me, for number 5 for me, and for 4 it would be, I've been watching The Boys like crazy. Number 5, I fucking love it. It's so entertaining. Number 4, I just recently finished Cobra Kai. Love Cobra Kai. Wonderful show.
Dope.
Number 3, what do you got? What are your other shows you've been watching?
Man, what have we been on, bro? To be honest, I'm an old classic for some Chopped, dude.
Hell yeah, some good Chopped, yeah.
Dude, tell me why that show is so, not even just Chopped Junior, dude. Those kids have some of the most intense battles of culinary expertise I've ever seen, man. Like, if that was me at 12 years old, I'd be a happy kid, man. I can look back on that.
For me, number 3, what else have I been watching? I watched Teenage Bounty Hunters. That was interesting. The 2 girls,
What?
Yeah, that was really interesting. The 2 girls, they like are 18, 17-year-old twins, and they become illegal bounty hunters. It's kind of cool. It was interesting. I liked that.
Vigilante girls, yeah.
Yeah, I streamed that. Yeah, that was awesome. Oh my God, Jiggy, I was about to say, please give me a Just Kidding. He gave me Teen Titans Go. How dare you?
Codename Kid Next Door.
Okay, yeah.
Actually a lit show though.
That is a lit show.
No JKs.
What else I see for 2? Mythic Quest, interesting show on Apple TV. I've been watching it. I watch it in the gym because when I bought the new iPhone, they gave me a year of Apple TV, so when I'm in there, I'll put it on my phone. But Mythic Quest, a game about video game company that makes an MMO or RPG. It's on Apple TV. It's interesting.
Yeah, and Mythic Quest, that's out. That's been like a big hype for a minute, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't there get some hype on it?
I think so. And then they're like, oh, by the way, it's going to Apple TV, which like 10 people have. So.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they kind of put some stuff in weird places sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm like, that really wasn't wise.
What's the number 1 show that you've seen this year? We'll end it on that one, and I'll give you mine.
Number 1 show I've seen this whole year, bro?
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh. Dude, Octonauts, definitely a hard.
Okay.
Octonauts is up there. Man. I don't even know, man. Let me hear what you got, and while I continue to think, I don't want to hold you to it.
I'm not finished yet. I was gonna say Cobra Kai was my favorite, but because this show is just putting out more content, Lucifer. It is so damn good. The character work.
Always recommending.
And here's the thing, not to bring up religion or anything, but I was kind of turned off to it because I think a lot of people were by the name. But then when I gave it a shot, I was like, oh, damn, this is good. This is really cool. The character work behind this is awesome. It tells a different story of something that you're not used to being told about that whole situation. So it's interesting. Yeah, Lucifer was the number 1 show for me this year, and it's still going. I think.
That's actually that is a good one, dude. I mean, I haven't gotten to see it, but that's another one that so many people are hype about. So I'm gonna be honest. The best thing I've seen this year, I don't even know if this came out this year, but I had a moment to watch the second season animation of Attack on Titan.
Okay, hell yeah, Attack on Titan.
And that was some goosebumps moments, dude. That was some good stuff. Oh, what's up, Aspect? Hey, what's up?
Hey, man.
But yeah, that was some really good stuff, man. I enjoyed some Shokugeki no Kyojin, dude.
Well, dude, that is the end of the interview and everything for tonight. Thank you so much for coming by. Now I'm gonna find somebody to raid Mr. Champion. So I am going to cut over to you, and the floor is yours. I'll give you a few minutes to say whatever you'd like, and then we'll cut over to our shout-outs page. So the floor is Mr. Champ's.
Hey, well, I don't really need the floor. I'm just thankful for my man Austin, of course, having me come out for the Austin x Austin Power Hour extravaganza. Man, it got some awesome topics out of me. To be honest, you make me realize how much I don't know and how much I still need to study and read, man. So I'm just thankful for everything that you're doing with your channel. I'm thankful to be one of the first actual just streamers that come out here. I know you usually have a lot of devs and a lot of people that are doing amazing things behind the scene that make what content I make possible to make. So I'm just really thankful for you even considering me to come out, talking with me, bro. It's been a while, dude. It's been a while since we got to catch up. So I'm thankful that I got to update you on my life. And anybody that's here right now that's looking for just a corner to chill in on Twitch, a place where we're always going to give you a warm hug and never shame you for using console, give me a follow.
Well, man,
Come through, bro.
Of course, man. It's been awesome to chat with you and and do the streamer series with you, and we're definitely look forward. Make sure you check out. Go ahead, drop your thing in the chat for us, your link to it, and your Discord as well.
Oh, you're kind, bro. I'll throw that real quick.
I will. If anyone in my Discord is able to do, I can't do it from the stream here, but post the invite for the ETG community Discord as well. Let me cut over to our shoutouts page. I did find someone to raid. But thank you so much to ROE Gaming in Havelock, North Carolina. Just Joby Gaming over on YouTube. Hope she's doing well. The Hybrid ATX Summer Camp in Austin, Texas. Hopefully that they're doing well with everything. And check out their interview on the podcast. And the Orlando Wizard. Check out his YouTube channel. I've had him on before, Dr. Lupo, a game designer, but here in Orlando he goes and reviews a lot of cool stuff in Orlando, like Disney and stuff like that. Our VIP fan for the month of September was Get You Some 808, but that's for some reason didn't save when I changed it. But for tonight, our VIP fan is you, Mr. AustyChamp, for the month of October. So we'll go ahead and fix that for next week. Our newest fans, thank you so much to Amazing Aspect 66, Velios, Frolic Phoenix, ObserverCon Bot, Ojo1124, Marksman. You can follow myself, AJ_East Coast on everything. Also, subscribe to the podcast on Apple, Amazon, Spotify. All you have to do is search ETG Actual. And you see up there AustyChamp's logo. Make sure you head over to his channel as well. We are going to raid tonight. Her name is Magical Panda 09, and it looks like she is playing Among Us. That's what it says here. So y'all head over and show her some love. And thank you guys for coming by. And shout out to Austin for coming by. And next week, the interview is going to be awesome. We have the CEO of Games to Grunts. So make sure y'all come by for that and look out for that. But thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time. I'm AJ East Coast, and I have been your host.